We're doing well with local SEO for home services, getting ready to pilot our first Meta ads with a trusted pest control client. Awesome. I like it. We currently get them bedbug leads through PPC, but it's very expensive. What advice do you have for piloting on Meta with a pest control company for bedbugs leads and also general pest control leads? Minimum budget to start with, lead testing with. Got it. Okay. You'll be able to increase as you show success. Right now, they're running PPC budget limited 1,000 to 2,000. Great question, Gabriel. This has been on my mind quite a bit. Let me just share something with you guys here. Maybe this will help to illustrate this a little bit. I'll just show you the proposal that I worked on and that we've been sending out for Meta because it'll kind of give you an understanding of what our process is for attacking this. Now, granted, this is obviously for lawyers, but this is applicable basically to any industry or vertical. This is something that I'll be teaching in the upcoming boot camps. This is the same process that we follow to generate leads for ourselves on Facebook as well. So, Gabriel, I'll answer all of your questions as I get through this, but I'm just going to kind of jump through. And this is actually a screenshot that shows the cost per click versus Facebook. You can see here that it's literally, like 400 times, the cost per click, 200 times the cost per click. So this is our process here, Gabriel. This is what we do. Offer development, ad ideation, creation, copywriting, video scripting, creation, ad creation, landing page builds. We set up conversion tracking, then we set up and manage the ads. And then we'll also work with their sales team to understand what the results are. So the reason why I'm showing you this is because when it comes to charging for this service, when it comes to understanding budgets for this service, you do have to understand what the process is to do this and how much it's going to cost you as a business, right? So this is in industries like this, right? Legal and with pest control as well, you're going to have to figure out a way to do all the work for them, right? Busy business owners are tough to get on camera to get videos done. At the end of the day, what they really just want is results. They want leads and they want clients. So you're going to have to figure out a process to be able to do all of that in-house. And that's tricky because you all have seen my ads before. I run primarily video ads. So my experience is that video ads work better than image ads. So we want to be able to figure out how we can still incorporate video into the conversation, into the service for them. So the offer development stuff is templated, right? We're running the same offer all the time because just like if you're only doing pest control, which I would suggest, stick to a niche, stick to a niche, stick to a niche, because that allows you to run the same offer over and over again, right? So the offer that we're running is for we're doing pretty much all personal injury ads. So the offer that we're running is for take a 30-second quiz to find out how much compensation you could be entitled for because of your injury, right? And it's a little quiz funnel that we send them through. And then if they're a lead, then they get sent to the client to call them immediately. So that offer is done, which is good. It makes things easier. And then again, with ad ideation and copywriting, once you start doing this a little bit more, you're going to start to understand which ads work, which means you'll be able to roll those ads out for other clients that you service and work with as well. You just have to make small adjustments to it. And you can pretty much do all that inside of ChatGPT or Claude. It's pretty amazing. And then video scripting as well, where that is written by ChatGPT and Claude for us. And that's for what we call talking head attorney videos. So we'll have them send them a 30-second script that just says here's 3 things to know after a car accident. And then it just ends with, hey, if you've been in a car accident, you might be entitled to compensation. Click the link below to take a 30-second quiz, right? So again, it's very repetitive when we're doing this over and over for clients. And again, this is all written by ChatGPT. And then ad creation, this is really where to me the most time and effort and resources goes into, because anyone that you're advertising for, the creative is the variable. It's the most important thing. Ad targeting is easy. For most of this stuff, you probably just put in try and target homeowners, right? But you want to do the biggest areas possible, because the bigger the audience with Facebook now, the better, because Facebook has every single piece of data on us, because all of us have, pretty much everyone in this country, I would say, has some variation of Instagram, Facebook, and or WhatsApp installed on their phone. And that has a lot of data, a lot of conversations. A lot of you have probably found out that, hey, when you watch a video on YouTube, all of a sudden you're seeing that same creator on Instagram or TikTok. Those are 3 separately owned platforms, right? So these companies have access to a tremendous amount of data, and it makes it very easy for Facebook to understand who you want. Even again, in the car accident space, think about it this way: anybody can get in a car accident at any time, any age, any gender, any race, any demographic, any income level. Anybody can get into a car accident. So we want to run it to the biggest audience possible, and then allow Facebook to use that data that they have, but we can't target against, right? I can't go into Facebook and say, hey, find me people that were in a car accident. not at fault in the last year. But the creative will dictate that. So we need to be able to build the right creative for Facebook to then understand who we're targeting and get that in front of them. So the creative process here is the most important thing. It's by far the most time consuming part. So you just have to be able to figure out how you can create videos and images, at least at a baseline creative level. So we're talking a minimum of 10 pieces of creative between videos and images to start your campaigns with. And then building a landing page, we just use Go High Level. We use a template over and over again that takes 20 minutes to make a copy of an edit. And then conversion tracking, this is just making sure that we're tracking the right conversions in Facebook. And then we're also able to report against that inside of a Looker report that we built for this and inside of Go High Level. And then we'll just have, 5 monthly meetings with their sales team to say, how are the leads doing? Let's go through our database. Let's look at your CRM and let's match them up together. So that is a very long-winded way of saying that we charge $5,000 per month for the service as a starting point, and then we move to 10% of ad spend, right? And we require a minimum of $10,000 per month in advertising fees. Now that's personal injury, so it's going to be amplified in terms of cost because you just have to spend in order to make here. But with pest control, I would say you can probably get away with a $3,000 to $5,000 budget is what I would push for. I think the most important thing here too, guys, is that like the beautiful thing about Facebook ads is we all have the SEO mentality where it's like, we're going to do something and we're going to build a piece of content or we're going to make a change to a Google business profile and then wait and see and hope that it gets results. I mean, how many of us are working on client accounts where the client's like, hey, what's going on with our Google business profile ranking? It dropped 8 spots. And you're like, let me find out. And you put in some time and you have to wait. With Facebook, it's not like that. Like it's less about the monthly budget and it's more about the daily budget. That's probably the best way to put it. So like if you can get $100 a day to start, within 14 days, you will be able to prove this concept to them and get more money, right? Like the beautiful thing about Facebook is that if your ads are right, then you're going to get leads the first day, like the very first day. So when a client sees that, they're like, okay, I like this, and the leads might not be the best at first, but you get them dialed in over time, So I would lean into a daily budget of $50 to $100 a day for you to give Facebook an update and understanding about who you want to target. And then, so again, try not to think about it on a monthly basis. So did that make sense? I know that was a very long-winded thing, but I think it's an important teaching point here because I'm talking a lot more about Facebook, and I do want to walk you through the process as we're building this as well. So Oscar asked, what's your objection handling process or philosophy services meta ads for flooring? So I'll tell you this because I built this deck. I hope you guys can still see this. I built this deck because I've run them through this entire thing, right? When they see the depth of our process and they can see ads that we've done and they understand everything that goes into it, they understand that it's thorough. They're not coming at us with objections. Does that make sense, right? Like I have built this deck to basically beat back those objections. So if you actually go through this deck, the first slide here is like, this is what's going on in your industry, right? And this is why all these other services are not great. So let's talk about why Facebook ads are so good, right? So what I'm trying to do is position this service in the proposal here as their best option, right? Like, so it's not this or that, it's this and this, right? Like you don't have to take Google budget or anything else, but like this needs to be its own thing, And then it just goes through the costs. And then it talks about like, again, Google doesn't have a brand effect that Facebook and Instagram have, right? And then key to success, then it goes into our process. And then this process breaks it all down. And then I show them a full funnel here. I show them the timeline and a timeline for results. So the point is that if you put together a presentation proposal with that in mind, the objections that you're going to get are very minimal. It's much more about pricing, right? So the pricing objection that I get is that's too much because our fee is not cheap. It's $5,000 a month for Facebook ads mentioned. Most people are getting quotes that are like $2,500 to $3,000, but I sell them on how much we're doing and how much they're getting, that we're a partner that cares about the content that's being produced, right? And portraying your brand in the right way. And also just what to expect from a results point of view. Like you can expect leads at $150. Like you're paying that for Google. So our retainer at scale is actually nothing because of the amount of cost that we're going to be reducing on on your lead. So that's the pitch that I give Oscar. Ed said, are you completely taking over the ad creation process for the lawyers? What percentage of lawyers are providing with videos and images? Great question, Ed. So far, 100% of our clients are providing us with videos and images because we're making it easy for them. A lot of them, I'm saying, okay, the attorney's too busy. He doesn't want to get on camera. Do you have an office with staff in it? They're fine. But like you can just get us very simple videos. It doesn't even have to be them talking, right? So a lot of the creative that we're producing is similar to what you see on TikTok, right? Everyone here should be using TikTok if they want to do Facebook ads because it's going to tell you what type of content works organically, which you need to mimic with ads. So what I mean by that is if you see like a TikTok style format where it's just a video of like no talking on it, right? So it's like POV, right? Like you're doing whatever, right? So we're just saying, just walk around the office with a cell phone and like take videos of people working, like a sign in the background, right? So that they know it's a law firm. And then we'll just overlay text on top of it, right? So at the very least, we're getting that. And then we also just ask for pictures of checks that have gone out to clients. We ask for, and I'll take it on a cell phone too. Like we want everything to be filmed and taken from a cell phone. So they're all providing us videos and then we're editing them. And then we're also building templates using them, which makes it easier for future clients. And then we have a set of image templates that we built as well. So we have like a Canva template that has like 10 images that like we don't need anything from them for, that we can at least run as a baseline. And then, those will work too. But things get much better when we have like the actual video. So again, like sometimes if we'll have to kind of like show them some success to get their buying. Because if you're getting leads for people, they're going to be like, I want more. And what else can we do? And that's when you kind of like push them into making the video too. And a lot of them are very receptive. Like the good thing about the legal space is that, lawyers are sharp. They're smart. Like they know that they need to be on Google. They know that they need to be on social media. They know about Facebook ads. So a lot of them are much more willing to do it. They just feel like they've never really gotten the right help to do it, right? They'll be like, yeah, I've tried it before in the past, but like the agency was too expensive or like we didn't like what they were doing. So, they're happy to get on to shoot a few cell phone videos if they know it's going to make them money, for sure. So Gabriel said, any difference for bed bugs, more urgent versus general pest control? Yeah. Again, so with bed bugs, I'll just kind of walk you through what I would think of. And man, honestly, like, I don't know if you guys can still see my screen. What I would do is I would just go to ChatGPT and just say a few things. I'm a Facebook ads specialist and I'm getting ready to set up some campaigns for a pest control business that wants to focus only on getting bed bug leads. I would tell them the location. I would tell them the name of the business. I would give them like the business owner name, anybody that's visible within the business, that could be potentially used. Like for us with attorneys, like we want the attorney's name, so we can add the attorney's name into the ad copy, right? You just give all that information to ChatGPT. You can also give it like logos. You can give it like color palettes for that, like the brand colors. You can tell that to ChatGPT and then say, help me come up with ads for bed bugs, and it will do it, very, very well. And then you can say, okay, like, can you put together an image, for me using the client stuff, blah, blah, blah. So, sometimes the images aren't perfect, but then at least you have something that you can give to a graphic designer to clean up sometimes if that's what you need. But honestly, ChatGPT's got pretty damn good at it. So I would just create ads for bed bugs, right? Like, whatever the problem agitate solution format for that would be. And just target anyone in that geo that they want to service. That I'm sure there's some sort of targeting there that you can do for like homeowners, right? Or you could potentially even like, that's what you want to derive. It's like anybody that owns a home is going to be, a potential client. So it's good because it's a broad audience, but it also gives Facebook some, instances of who you want to target. So, and then just let the ads run and then make sure you're tracking it, make sure that you're paying close attention on a daily basis to see what's happening. If you're not getting leads within 4 to 5 days, kill the campaign and start again. And we're going to be talking a lot about like the more specific details when it comes to media buying and ad optimization. I do have a coach, Jan, who's been running my ads for the longest time. He's going to be coming in and showing and teaching the inner workings of setting up ads, setting up pixels, setting up conversions. I don't know how to do that stuff. I'm only working on the content and strategy side. But Jan takes care of all that stuff for me. He's amazing. He's going to be helping out and answering questions and teaching his process. So you guys will have a really good insight into this process through me talking about the creative and the strategy like we're talking about now. And then Jan coming in and providing more of the technical and hands-on media buying section of this. Oscar said, for getting video creatives from clients, will there be a SOP framework in a boot camp? Yeah. So Oscar, it's a good question. So this boot camp is, I should clarify this boot camp that we're doing next week is going to be for you to set up ads for yourself to generate leads for you, right? I'm going to teach that first. And then right after we're through that, we're going to say, here's just like we have for SEO, like here's our SOP. Here's our Facebook advertising for clients SOP. And then there will be trainings that show you how to do all of that. So we're going to get through all of that this year. By the end of this year, this is going to look a lot more like a Facebook ads course probably than an SEO course, although we still will be talking about SEO because we still do it. It's still a big part of our business. But, I just have been wanting to build out the software for a long time, and it's going so very well for us at our agency that I feel irresponsible not teaching it to you, right? Like I feel irresponsible knowing what I know and knowing what I believe about the future of SEO. And it would be irresponsible of me to just keep teaching that to you without just like that meme of that dog or the cat, whatever, sitting with a fire. And he's like, this, like everything, this is fine. I'm just not bullish on it. And honestly, it has everything to do with me also just looking at our clients' data and looking at loss of clicks and looking at just what I believe is just an eroded kind of search engine and saying, this is the best way to do it. Like, no, it's not. And that's my commitment to my clients, number one, and number two, to you all to say, this business is not married to one thing. Like your business needs to evolve over time. Like we're marketing agencies. We should only be doing what works and what works the best, So it's going to become a core part of this program because I just believe and I know for a fact that Facebook ads are a service that you should be doing for clients right now. And I'm excited to teach it. I'm excited to, open up our system and our process because guys, like when I tell you that we're literally getting leads on the first day of setting up campaigns, not exaggerating. And I'm going to show all that to you, for ourselves, our ads, for both my businesses, what we run for our agency to generate leads. Also, eventually, what we're doing for our clients. Because I think, Israel said, been starting to get concerned about SEO for a while now. I totally agree. And it's funny, I had a coaching call. For those of you that don't know, we do have it's called the Inner Circle. It's a coaching program that I run just internally here. I had a call with somebody who's interested in the program, and he found us on ChatGPT first and foremost. And then we had a very open and honest conversation about he's very kind of anxious, if you will, about the state of SEO. And he has, 50 clients and not sure about the future of it. And we talked a lot about Facebook and, about how not easy, but how much simpler it is to add this on as a service than you think. Oscar said, do you offer a higher level of consulting or coaching than the Inner Circle? Not at the moment. I'm too busy right now, Oscar. Sometimes I'll give you an hour call for $1,000 where it's just, us consulting one-on-one for an hour. But I'm so busy right now with this stuff that I just don't have the time. And, I want to be able to focus on, I've been wanting to focus more and less on coaching and more on just, the Blueprint community at large. And if I can merge those two together in terms of, because at the end of the day, I want to be able to provide all of you the best information possible. And, while I do think that, my one-on-one time has earned a certain level of pricing, I want to be able to figure out how to do that for the community at large too. That's why I do these calls. And, I try and offer as much of my time as possible to the general Blueprint community, because, that's ultimately the business that I want to build here too is, a larger place with rather than a more smaller circle thing. Ed asked, and then after the attorney provides creatives, are you still testing against creatives that don't have any attorney branded content? Yes, we are. And we're always we are never done testing. And that's the thing is that when I say testing, it's not even that complex of a process. When I say testing, I mean just creating new things and throwing it in there and seeing how it goes. Every 3 to 4 days, I'm itching. I'm we got to update the creative, So yeah, we're throwing in a lot. And the good thing is if attorney gives you 1 or 2 videos, that can be turned into a lot of content too. There's a lot of ways you can use B-roll and other things you can do voiceover videos. There's a lot of different types of creative that you can get into, which to me makes the ad campaign better. It keeps it fresher on for the audience. Then he said, if a client starts out only doing Facebook ads with the agency, if that is working after a while, are you going to try and upsell them to local SEO, PPC? Yeah, absolutely. We today finally closed a deal with a very large law firm here in Miami, and they gave us just their personal injury. They're allowing us to run their personal injury ads for Facebook, but their bigger business is another type of law, and they're spending $500,000 a month on that. And they're basically saying, hey, if you can do good with our personal injury stuff, then like this is all open. And that's Google, that's LSA, that's all their digital ads, not just Facebook. So yeah, I'm trying to scale these more. So like the way that I set up my agreements is 10% of ad spend, right? So I try and look for people that have the capacity or the existing ad spend of, $50 to $100,000, because and that's again Google, Facebook, and Google easily with personal injury. Like if you're not spending 100,000, like you're not even in the conversation. So, I'm looking to scale these with other digital ads versus SEO, because it's also the deployment of the same team. Like my media buyers are my media buyers, and I can use them much easier than SEO is like a whole process. So if they ask us about SEO, absolutely. But my goal is to get in and say, oh, you're doing LSAs too? Well, like, look what we did on Facebook. Let us take that spend over too. And then like, oh, you're doing AdWords? Like the same thing, because that's how I'm going to grow that specific thing. Retention LTV is still too soon. This is still within the last 6 months, Oscar. So right now we haven't lost a client, which is great. But, ask me in another 6 months how we're doing, all right, everyone. I appreciate all you. Like I said, I have a hard stop. I have a client call that I have to jump onto. I enjoyed this as always. Make sure, again, all of you, if you're on this call, you have access to all of our boot camps as a part of your membership here. So make sure to join us next week for the Facebook ads lead generation for your agency bootcamp. I'm really excited to teach it. You can see I'm thinking a lot about Facebook ads right now, and I've been looking forward to teaching this for a long time. So hopefully I'll see you all there. If not, have a great week. God bless you all. Hey, Ryan here. Hope you liked that video. If you want more, check out these 2 videos right here on this screen.